What's up, Reddit? This is Joe Lauzon. I fight in the UFC. I'm my boxing coach, Steve Mays. Been working with Steve for like 5 or 6 years now. And we're going to just talk some very, very brief details and just a quick overview of just striking and stand-up game and that kind of stuff. It's not meant to be a technical guy. It's just kind of give some insight to people that are watching, at home. It's not really people to train, just people to understand what's going on. So we're going to touch on a bunch of topics today.
Basic boxing stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Hands up, elbows in. You want to have your fists at about your cheeks. You don't want to have them any higher because that will expose your ribs. You don't want to have them any lower because it exposes your chin. Chin down, not head down. You want to keep your chin tucked behind your front shoulder. Obviously, this is a right-handed stance. If it was a left-handed stance, it'd be the complete opposite. You want to have your knees bent. Go back, ready? You want to have your knees slightly bent, not too much. You don't want to be falling over yourself. You don't want to have too much weight on your front foot or too much on your back foot. You want to have it evenly distributed right in the middle. That's your basic boxing stance. Basic movement in boxing is right, left, forward, and back. When you go to the right, your right foot goes first, then your left foot. When you go to the left, if you're left foot, then right foot. When you're going back foot, front foot. And when you're coming forward, it's front foot, back foot. Basically, you never want to be out of your stance. If you're going to the right and you move this an inch, you're going to move this one an inch. You always want to finish in your stance. You never want to be here. You never want to be here. It's not your stance. You always want to finish in your stance. No matter where you're going, you always want to finish in your stance. So if Joey was coming forward, it would be front foot, then back foot. If he was going backwards, that would be wrong. It would be back foot, front foot, if he was going to the right, and if he was going to the left. Basic defense of catching all the punches. When you catch a jab, you catch it with your back hand, and you catch it like you're catching a baseball. You just open your glove up. When you open it up, kind of put it in front of your face, because the guy's not jabbing for your glove, he's jabbing for your chin. Same thing, when you catch a right hand, you're going to turn away from the punch. Not so much that you can't see the person, just enough so you absorb it on your forearm. Oh, that's not a forearm, it's your shoulder. Catch it on your shoulder. And what you're doing when you're catching that is you're loading up your back foot to come back with a right hand. So if it's catch, punch. Catch, punch. Same thing with a left hook. You're going to catch the hook. You're just going to raise this arm up a little. Not so much that your ribs are exposed, just a little bit. The counter to that is obviously a left hook coming back. So when you catch the hook, you're loading up your front knee, your front leg, come back with the hook. When you are catching the punches, we'll go right here first. The other reason you don't want to turn so far away, the main reason is that you can't see your opponent. The other reason is it's that much further for the right hand to travel when it comes back. When your opponent, if he turns all the way and his opponent throws another punch, he walks into that punch. So it's just very slight turn, catch, punch. Catch, punch. Catch, punch. Same thing with a left hook. If he turns that way too much, and his partner throws a right hand, he's going to walk right into it. So it's just quick and come back. Quick, come back. Make sure your movements aren't long and dramatic because you'll never get the counter shot off. Basic punches, 3 basic punches, jab, right hand, left hook. When you jab, you want to step with your jab. So you're not jabbing and you're out over your front foot because you have no balance that way. So you make sure you want to step when you jab. When you throw your right hand, you want to turn on your back foot. Like you're putting out a cigarette under your back foot, turn. And your right hand comes out straight. Same thing with a left hook. You want to turn your front foot like you're putting out a cigarette, and your arm comes right across. You never want to extend when you're throwing a left hook. Keep it straight and come. You keep it. What's the word I'm looking for?
Bent?
No, it's not bent.
90-degree angle.
No, too much to know.
Perpendicular.
Bent. Yeah, you want to keep it bent and come straight across. So,
just like that.
back. Back. So when he jabs, he's going to push off his back foot. His front foot's going to move first. As his left foot hits the ground, his left arm is going to be fully extended. Nice and slow. Just like that. Back. When he throws the right hand, he doesn't have to step at all. He's just going to turn his back heel. His heel will turn his hip, will turn his shoulders, and his right hand comes out straight. His arm is the last thing to come out. This time he's going to do it right. There you go. Left hook, he's going to turn on that front heel. Keep his arm bent. And it's going to come straight across. You can try to get close to it. That's okay. When you are on offense in a fight, you want to punch in combinations. One punch at a time is not enough. It's no good. You're going to give your opponent a chance to time you. You're going to give your opponent a chance to counter you, and you don't want to do that. So you want to punch 2, 3, 4 punches at a time. Punch always in combinations. The other very important thing is when you're punching in combinations, it's speed before power. If you can get 3 or 4 shots off, you land the last one as hard as you want, but you want to get 2, 3, 4 punches off before you really sit down and throw that hard shot, because it's a shot that you don't see that knocks you out. So the faster you can be, the more punches you can throw, the more effective you're going to be in the fight. Never stand directly in front of your opponent after you punch, because if he's going to counter you, he can keep his eyes closed and throw the punch straight. If you're right in front, you're going to get hit. Boxing, we like to use 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. So after you punch, you either want to get to 1 o'clock or you want to get to 11 o'clock. So if Joey was to throw a right hand, he would want to step to his right a little bit after. So he's not directly in front. He's not in direct line. If he throws a left hook, he wants to get out to his left. Again, so he's not directly in front, so the counter shot doesn't come out. So he throws a right hand. Now I counter with a right hand. As long as he's off to the side, he's not going to get hit. Same thing with a left hook. If he throws the hook, I counter. He's off to the side. He's never going to get hit. Never stand directly in front of your opponent after you punch. 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Everything is an angle. When you're moving around in a fight, to be safe, you want to stay away from the person's power shot. For a righty, it's a right hand. For a lefty, it's their left hand. So after you're done punching, or before you engage, if you're going to get away from a righty, you want to circle to your right. And if you're getting away from a lefty, you want to circle to your left. It stays away from their power shot. That's also kick.
It could be a punch, could be a kick, could be whatever. You basically always want to stay away from the power shot. Always circle to their front side.
You fucked that up so bad, dude. That's terrible. How about we just stick with this?
We need a new Steadicam operator.
We're in.